And let's connect with our correspondent Siddharth Bhardwaj, who joins us live from Kanpur. Siddharth, give us a sense of now that the voting is going to come to a close, 6 p.m. when the voting closes. But I understand the people who get inside the polling booths complex are allowed to vote till whatever time it takes. Give us a sense of how the day went by. What kind of crowds did you see? We do know figures till 5 p.m. but paint us the picture on the ground where you are.
Hi, Amrit. A very good evening to you. First of all, I'm here in Kanpur. I also went to Kannauj, one of the high-profile constituencies, which went to polls today. There are 13 seats, as we know, who went to polls today in Uttar Pradesh, a state with the highest number of Lok Sabha seats, which is 80. But as of now, if you ask me about the picture right now that the polling has ended, then you can see behind me there are no such queues. It has ended. And if I talk to you about the voter turnout, then till 5 p.m. the figures everyone is having here, it's not that impressive. It's about 51% here in Kanpur as of now, and Uttar Pradesh as a whole in 13 seats it's about 56%. So the figures are not that impressive. If I compare this voter turnout to 2019 in Kanpur, then in Kanpur it was 51%. Until now, it's 50%. But we know for a fact that these figures are tentative figures, and as the day will progress, the figures will certainly change, the percentage will change, and within 1 or 2 days we'll get the final voter turnout. But as of now, it's not that impressive. I went to Kannauj also, like I was saying, Amritpal, and it's one of the most high.
Siddharth, if I can stop you, if we talk about the seats that went to polls today, if we were to compare, if you have that figure with you, if we can compare to 2019, we say it's 56.36% by 5 p.m. This is discounting the voting that takes place till 6. Let's add another 2.5%, so close to about 58-59%. If we assume it goes down to that, compare it with 2019.
Well, definitely, Amrit, if you say that, if we add 2 more percent, then it becomes 58%. It's also not impressive turnout, despite several initiatives launched by the Election Commission of India to actually create awareness amongst the voters. The Election Commission of India's flagship program, which is sweep, systematic voters electoral and system and education and electoral participation. That's a flagship program by the Election Commission of India, and not just Election Commission of India. There have been certain youth organizations as well, and some other organizations as well, who are initiating these programs, and reviving the cultural heritage as well. Like if I give you an example, where when I was in Chhattisgarh, there were people were given turmeric and yellow rice as part of the tradition, to revive the tradition as well, and to invite them as well. So here also in Uttar Pradesh, these initiatives were launched. True. But then despite that, the voting percentage was not as it was expected. And somehow Election Commission of India has also said that weather is to be blamed, because it's scorching heat. Although there have been arrangements made by the Election Commission of India of proper drinking water and shed as well, so that the voters who come, who came, who were standing in the queues could get drinking water at least, and a shed, because temperature here was really, really high. And so were the spirits when the voting started at 7 a.m. But voter turnout, if according to you we are 2 percentage points, it's not that impressive. I believe more and more voter turnout should be there, because people should understand that it's their right. It's their right, and when they do that, they
Siddharth,
are the ones who are selecting.
Siddharth, all that is very right. But I was covering phase 3, 10 seats that went to polls on the 7th of this month. If we look at phase 1, the voting was compared to 2019 down. Phase 2, we saw the same trend, though it was about 5-6% down as compared to 2019 on those particular seats. The phase 3, the gap closed a bit. It was about 2.5% down. Say, assuming it is about the same, the gap is closing. But what do you sense on the ground? Why is the voting percentage in Uttar Pradesh coming down really? Heat can't be the only factor. I mean, every year elections are held around the same time, and a degree centigrade here and there is what the temperatures are. So what is the sense that you pick up on the ground, that why aren't people enthused? What is it about?
Uh, Amit, I'm here in Kanpur. I'm at ground zero, where the voting is happening, and it's one of the constituencies going to polls. I believe, in my opinion, if you ask me really, that it's the procrastination by the masses, especially from the youths who don't actually want to come out of their houses. And some people, if I should say this, then some people think that this is the day dedicated to just relax at home, but that should not be the
Okay,
case.
okay.
You've really pointed out right that heat cannot be the only issue, but it's the awareness which comes from within. It's something which has to hit here at the heart and the mind,
Okay.
that yes, I am a citizen of India. I'm a citizen of this state.
All right.
I have to go and I have to vote because my vote matters. And
Sure.
I am the one who will be selecting the
All
MP
right.
who will be representing this constituency.
True.
If I am not voting, I can't complain.
True, true. But well, that's where what things are like. You and I can't preach to people. That's what it is like, and the voting percentages consistently. We'll have to know the figures by the end of the day.
You
And-
asked me, so
Yes,
I
yes,
gave you my
true.
assessment, Amrit.
Absolutely, Siddharth. I'll have to thank you. That's all the time we have for. Thank you very much for joining us. Take care of yourself. It's very hot outside, drink a lot of fluids. Thank you for the moment.